Show me what it looks like to run like a girl.
My hair. Oh my God.
And what advice do you have to young girls who are told they run like a girl, kick like a girl, hit like a girl, swing like a girl?
Keep doing it, because it's working. If somebody else says that running like a girl, or kicking like a girl, or shooting like a girl is something that you shouldn't be doing, that's their problem. Because if you're still scoring, and you're still getting to the ball on time, and you're still being first, you're doing it right. Doesn't matter what they say.
All right, you know, I got to tell you, so many things are making me sick today. I can't take it anymore. And this myth of, you know, poor girls, they're shy, they won't raise their hand. I mean, this is 25-year-old feminist nonsense, and we're perpetuating it all over again today. Joining us now is Karin Agness, founder and president of the network of Enlightened Women. And welcome.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here to talk about this topic.
I mean, it is so important. The Super Bowl, that was from the Super Bowl. They also had other stuff in the Super Bowl. Katy Perry sang her song, I Kissed a Girl. I mean, you know, it's just, you're bombarded. But where does this come from, all this stuff?
Well, this Like a Girl ad is the latest in this narrative that these women's groups and even some of these companies are perpetuating that, you know, women are somehow weak. You know, these weak American girls, they need our help. Whether it's Sheryl Sandberg's Ban Bossy campaign, where she thinks we need to ban an adjective to help young girls, or the war on women in politics, talking in, you know, in that direction. So it's this narrative, and that's why it's important to call it out, because American girls, we're not weak.
No, you know, and your colleague, but also predecessor, Christina Hoff Sommers, who I'm sure you're very familiar with, the War Against Boys, Who Stole Feminism. I mean, I've been talking to her for 20 years, and it seems like it's gotten worse. It's more generally accepted now by the media. I mean, she's disproven, and it's been disproven, all these studies and whatnot, that the feminists claim that more men beat their wife on Super Bowl Sunday, right on down the list. All March of Dimes study that most birth defects happen because men punch or kick their wives while they're pregnant. Everyone ran with it. The March of Dimes saw it and said, we never did that study. But why are we supposed to believe that little girls in school are still these shy little creatures that don't... that's not what I see when I see my son and his friends in high school.
Well, that's one of the problems with modern feminism today, is so often they want to talk about everything. So you want to see everything through a prism, like a win-loss prism between the sexes, where if we want to raise up girls, we've got to push down boys, and that whole narrative. And so one of the things we do in Network of Enlightened Women is we push a big event called the Gentleman's Showcase, where we try to honor the great men who are out there. And people throughout the month of February can nominate them online at gentlemanshowcase.com. But you think it's important to honor the good men. I will not run, but if nominated, I
will serve.
Yeah.
Just want you to know that.
It's important. We'd all be better off instead of perpetuating these myths that one sex is weaker than the other.
Absolutely. It's not one against the other. It's not at the expense. And now the statistics show at colleges, science, math, girls over boys. And I guess the feminists aren't satisfied till they just destroy boys.
Well, and women make up a majority of college students right now, and even in graduate schools. So we are seeing women succeed in our education systems.
Now, what's this she the people? I mean, you know, there is a paucity of conservative women and platforms for conservative women in the mainstream media, and that's an example of what, the Washington Post, right?
Well, the Washington Post, they had this She the People blog talking about women and politics and society.
Well, you lit up when I said the Washington Post.
Well, because it's frustrating, because there's so many great women out there promoting conservative ideas, and on the left, they just ignore us in these so-called mainstream media. They just act like we don't exist. And so it's important we get our voice out there. So the She the People blog, they did a post on what women want in 2015. Now you can imagine who they didn't include on that list.
Right. And what did they say women want in 2015, for instance?
Oh, they had a whole list of things, but of course lacked intellectual diversity, didn't include, you know, conservative thought leaders at all. So I wrote a response featuring 12 women talking about what these women wanted, which is more choice in healthcare, more educational opportunities, and there's just a lot of different issues that we need.
Better job opportunities too.
Yes. A better economy. We need to think about deregulating a lot of different areas.
And the war on women, you know, there is a war, and it's being waged by the Democrats and the liberals who think so little of women that they would campaign and they would believe that women can be influenced, and unfortunately some can, just by talking about birth control. You'll get free birth control if you vote for us. If you vote for them, you won't. Oh, well, I'll vote for you. I mean, how shallow do they think women are?
Well, that's the good thing about the midterm elections is we saw this whole war on women playbook. It failed in a lot of races. I mean, it was deployed heavily, for example, in the Mitch McConnell race.
Yeah.
And it failed.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that
You're
this
going
is
away from it. Not if Hillary's a nominee. You ain't seen nothing yet if it's Hillary, I'm telling you. Her hashtag, by the way, for the vaccine tweet that she made, Grandma knows best, or Grandmas know best. So she's playing that card already. Yeah.
It's never too early to
But don't
start
call
talking
her
about
grandma, because if you
2016.
call her grandma, that's an insult, because then you're saying she's old, she's this, she's that, but she could call herself grandma. Double standard, we're just beginning. Karin Agness, great to see you.
Yeah, great
you got
to
a
be on.
website folks could check out?
Yes, gentshowcase.com and enlightenedwomen.org.
All right, there you go. All right, folks, we're coming back with the one and the only Walter E. Williams. Don't go away.